It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Hello, sweet peas.
Hi.
We took a little trip to Alabama, which is where I'm from. Just a little side note before we get into the bulk of the video.
An opening note.
We're
starting with the sides. An appetizer.
Yes. We don't normally share much footage that has our kid in it. We usually just try to cut around him. But on a family vacation where the big activity we're doing is hanging out with other babies, that's a little hard.
Yeah.
So there is a lot more sticker on the face of the baby kind of footage in this one. If you're new here, that's not typically what we do. We normally kind of only make content just about us, but the baby was very heavily involved in everything we did this week. So that's why there's a lot of that. Anyway, enjoy. Good morning. It's 3 a.m. We are about to get on our first flight as a family. We are headed to my hometown of Mobile, Alabama. We have so many things packed, so many things. So we're checking 2 bags. Then we have a carry-on that's full of stuff and 2 personal items, one of which is a diaper bag, absolutely packed to the brim with stuff. So I'm a little nervous about TSA taking a long time. And we have the car seat to check. But I'm excited. Let's go to the airport. Just kidding. Did you think this was a nice, lovely little intro to a vacation? Actually, we got stranded in Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm about to tell you the story of that, but instead, here are some clips of us having dinner on the floor in our hotel room, which honestly could have gone worse. At least I can say the baby had an excellent time. As you can see by his streaks that he somehow made from the rice on his hands, there was evidence of our dinner in this entire corner. Don't worry, I did individually go through and pick up grains of rice so that hopefully the hotel staff did not have to deal with much of this mess. But after our cuckoo bananas day, which I will tell you about in just a minute, we just let him go crazy. The other thing is we've never been stranded before, so we didn't have any of our essentials in our carry-on, so I had to buy things like deodorant from this weird vending machine in our hotel room, which I'm very thankful that they had, but I paid like $8 for that deodorant. Absolutely cuckoo bananas. We interrupt this really cute beginning to a really cute vlog to tell you about our last 12 hours,
Girl.
give or take.
Girl.
Our plane from Portland to Dallas, great. Baby loved it, didn't cry. So many babies on this plane also.
Yeah.
So while there were people giving us and every other baby dirty looks, because they're snotty,
haters,
I guess.
Yeah.
None of the babies cried.
There was a baby across the aisle that we made friends with. It was also very smiling.
A lot of the babies were very vocal about having a good or neutral time. But none of them cried or screamed or really anything.
Yeah.
So that part does fine. We land. We have to go to a different terminal, which in a big airport like Atlanta or Dallas or any of them isn't that crazy. We had plenty of time. This was a 3-hour layover, which actually by the time you get off the plane and start boarding the next one is like an hour and a half. So we were like, that's perfect. We'll get a snack. We had these really fun is probably a bit. We had dinner plans in Mobile.
Yeah.
So we were looking forward to, so we didn't want to eat too much because we wanted to be hungry for dinner. So Felix gets some pretzels, some Annie Ann's pretzels, and then grabs a veggie sandwich.
The worst vegetable sandwich of my life.
We'll insert that clip here.
Yes.
Okay, here's my sandwich.
They said, we got a veggie sandwich.
They said, it's got 3 veggies on it. Go off, King. I was under the impression there was something hummus adjacent on it.
That's foolish of you.
It's
so bad. I've decided that I'm making fake t-shirts to commemorate different aspects of our trip, and I'm gonna make one that says, I had a vegetable sandwich in Dallas-Fort Worth that was so terrible it made me reconsider vegetarianism.
When we first got to Dallas, just about the time Felix was ordering the world's most horrible sandwich, I looked outside and there was a thunderstorm happening because I heard it and I was like, oh my God, we never get thunderstorms in Oregon. At least not where we live. And they're not even when it does rain fairly hard in Oregon, they're not in the southeast. These are loud rain. So I run the baby to the window and I'm like, oh my gosh, look, it's like really raining and there's a thunderstorm. Oh, this is so nice. To be like, I love being in this area. Anyway, and I'm like, look, and Felix is just coming over and I'm like, look, it's, you know, his first thunderstorm. This is so exciting.
And I go, internally, wouldn't it just suck so bad if our flight was canceled because of thunderstorms? Because with storms, it's like, you know, we worked at Disney World and like the Skyliner couldn't run if there was lightning in the area. And a plane is much higher and much more in the air for an extended period of time. So I'm like, wouldn't that just be the absolute pits if our flight got canceled because of thunderstorms?
But that never happens to us. We're like, oh, our gates changed, which happens in big airports, whatever. We're at gate like B22.
Yeah.
It's at B47.
Yeah.
Which each gate is like, I don't know, a mile apart from the next. So we go and we walk so far.
Yeah.
Also, we have a giant, absolutely packed diaper bag. We have a medium, like backpack.
Somebody decided
Hold on. My story.
Someone decided our carry-on was going to be our Morgan's duffel bag, not the one that has wheels. And guess who's carrying the carry-on everywhere?
Anyone could have carried it.
It's not
If
working.
everything had gone according to plan, it would have been fine. So we go 20-something gates the other way, where they moved our gate, holding our baby and all of our... We have 3 giant bags, and an Annie Ann's bucket of pretzels.
Yeah. We threw away the sandwich.
Yeah. We finally get to that gate. We're waiting like 20 minutes, and then they're like, this flight's delayed by 40 minutes. And I was like, well, that sucks, but like, you know, I'll go get us like because they have styrofoam cups some places here, which they don't in Oregon. And we had just made a bottle of milk for the baby that he didn't want, and I was like, perfect, I'll go get a styrofoam cup, put a little bit of ice in it. It's probably not the most safe way, but I was like, at least then I can feel better about giving it to him in an hour when it probably would have been dead. Anyway, so I go up and down looking for that. I come back, it's delayed by 2 hours. So we were supposed to leave at 3:50, now it says it's gonna leave at 6. And we're like, well, that really sucks, because we're not gonna be able to go to our dinner. But whatever, like we can get dinner here. That's fine. That's so long though. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do for 2 extra hours? And then just about the time we say that, whoa, they completely cancel it. They completely cancel it, and there's not another one coming anytime soon. And I was like, and that's never happened to me. First of all, I've never had a flight canceled completely. I've had them delay it a little bit. And there's no one at the gate. There had been a girl there earlier who clearly really didn't want to be there, and that's so fair. You know, I'm sure they don't pay her enough. But she must have gotten an alert that they were about to cancel it, and she was about to have about 40 angry people.
Yeah, it was like any person who we could have spoken to who worked there cleared out.
Any gate nearby.
Like 10 minutes before.
There was nobody.
They announced.
One of them eventually like pops her little head out and walks down the hallway, and it's like, I can't help you, you gotta go to customer service, it's back down at B14 or whatever. So Felix by himself goes all the way down another 30 gates.
B20 something to the one where we had been previously.
Right. And the good news of this though is that the baby who really needed to nap on that plane, because I picked these flights so that he could sleep on both planes at normal nap times, did fall asleep in the airport once everyone who had older children or no children like got up and left and went and got food and figured everything out. Felix stood in line for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Basically, they did nothing.
Yeah. Now, they like automatically rebooked our flight. So we were double checking to make sure that like that went okay, because Morgan also tried to do it at the same time. And so
yeah, because that's what it told me to do, was do it on the app.
Yeah, so when she looked at it, it only had like one of our things or something, or I said you were unable to rebook.
It told me I was unable to pick seats.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, well, if we can't be next to each other, everyone on this, and it's a tiny plane because not that many people are going to Mobile.
Yeah.
But I was like, everybody on this plane is going to be annoyed when we're getting up and down a lot.
Right. I was in that line to figure out if we could get our luggage, if we could get our car seat, which is with our checked luggage, because we're here with a toddler.
Right. We checked our car seat. We also checked everything. I have one bag, one like packing cube of my stuff, and the only reason is because I saw a girl on TikTok saying how they lost her luggage when she was flying, and so now from now on she's always going to put like some plus size outfits in the carry-on because it's so hard to find clothes that fit her. at like a normal store. Anyway, so American Airlines is the villain of this story. However, my sister-in-law Caroline is
The hero.
the hero. Because as Felix is standing in that 2-hour line and I'm holding a napping toddler who is very grumpy because he hasn't slept because we had to wake up at 3 to head to the airport. Autumn. She's calling this hotel, which is connected to the airport, and is making them wait on hold while she talks to me to save the last room that they had here. And Caroline paid for it, which was very nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So we did get to stay in this super nice hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caroline hooked everything up. Everyone say thank you to Caroline and my brother Colin.
Yes.
Because I can't talk on the phone because I'll wake up the baby. So Caroline's calling this hotel and booking it for us and paid for it, while Felix is waiting in line to find out at least that we have a flight, which is worth it.
At least that we have a flight, what we can do with our luggage. I was hoping that they would, like, be able to set us up with a hotel room or something. American Airlines is not the Walt Disney Company.
No.
Which is not a crime, but it is annoying because
Thank you for spitting on my shirt.
it really threw off a lot of our vibes. But Caroline is
So
so
this
kind.
is-
Also, so the flight got automatically rebooked, but the next soonest one was 10 a.m.
Yeah. So
10
we had to
there's
find.
nothing
We also
else.
could have stayed in the airport, I guess, all night with
Yes.
a toddler.
Yeah. Which just would have sucked.
But I would say the highlights are at least this happened at like 4:30. So like we did have time to like restaurants were still open.
Yeah.
We DoorDash food, we Grubhub food
Yeah.
to the hotel. And the baby, despite having not slept, was in really good spirits.
Yeah.
Such good spirits that when our food got here,
Wow.
he had a food parade.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to apologize to anyone who works at the Hyatt Regency.
We're gonna clean up.
I did.
You could have
I
mustard.
picked up grains of rice
Yeah.
individually with my fingertips.
Yeah.
However, it is so funny because like he's having a weird day, so we just let him be kind of crazy a little bit. And he was eating his food.
Sometimes for dinner you have a sensory experience.
Yes.
After your parents have not let you sleep and have made loud noises around you for like 18 hours.
Yeah. He quite literally, there's like streaks on the mirror. It looks like there was a crime scene
Yes.
that happened here.
It looks like a starchy little baby ghost terrorized the space.
And a starchy little baby ghost did.
Yeah.
Oh, we did also get to shower. Now we had to put on the same underwear and simple clothes.
Yeah. We are showered.
All right, let's go. I'm so excited that I could scream. Ah! I'm so excited that I could scream. This is the first of many tours, many food tours. Okay, so we landed, and the first place we went to eat was Moe's Southwest Grill. I went here a lot in college. It is a chain. It's not just a Mobile thing, but it is so good. It's so much better than Chipotle. It's so much better than Taco Bell. Oh, it was so delicious. I wish I was there now. Hello. I haven't gotten the nice camera out, so we just have phone. Yay. Okay, what did everyone get?
So I just got chips and queso because I already had lunch.
Yeah. Well, Caroline works as a meteorologist at the news station, so you get there at like 2.
I get up at 2. I usually get there like 2:45.
And then so it's public information.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then
But I appreciate the safety.
yeah, but what time do you normally eat like your lunch?
Like 11. So I eat 2 breakfasts.
Oh, okay.
First breakfast and second breakfast.
Like a hobbit should.
Right? So I have like my first breakfast is like small, like fruit or something at like 5 because I need to eat something or I'm
Yeah.
gonna die. And then at like 8 I eat a bigger breakfast.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then lunch at 11.
Yeah. And then dinner is at like 5.
chips and queso at 2:30.
Right. I mean, who doesn't?
All right, Felix, what did you get?
I got what the Chipotle bowl is supposed to be. It was tofu and then really good rice and beans. I don't know. It's just like tastier than Chipotle. Like
It's so much
It's
tastier.
a crime that we do not have Moe's Southwest Grill in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, well, their queso's better. Now, they lose 1 point from me because they used to have grilled mushrooms, and it was the best part.
Ew. What happened?
It wasn't the best part because the queso was the best part.
Moe's Southwest said this one girl got these mushrooms and she moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now there's no point in having them. I got the stack It was so good. It's kind of like a, what's it called at Taco Bell?
Oh, the crunch
The
wrap.
crunch wrap.
Yeah.
It's like the crunch wrap, but if it was like really fat and delicious.
It's really good.
So good. Yeah, it's crazy being in your hometown and seeing how much things have changed.
It's wild.
The Office Max is still open. That's crazy. Yeah, and the babies had some snacks and some toys to chew on, and they loved it. Okay, sorry to use front-facing camera. Also, sorry there's a dog eating. You're never gonna believe how big these are. Good morning. It's a new day. Went to the Smoothie King for my smoothie prince, my husband. Got largest because we were like, oh, like, you know, we're basically using them for breakfast because we want to be hungry for lunch. It was $36 for 3 smoothies. Look how big this is. I completely forgot. I can't wait to show Felix after they're done snuggling the baby down for a nap. I know. All right, I want you to guess how much it costs.
$9. $10?
Total for all 3 of them.
Oh. $30.
$36.
Cheapers.
For 3 smoothies. Is it as good as you remember?
It's better. Unfortunately, it's better. Oh, God, I love this movie King.
Can you press it? Show me how you press it. Yeah! Good job, buddy.
We're at my favorite restaurant in the world, which is Felix's Fish Camp, which my very sweet
no
husband,
relation.
no, my very sweet husband picked the name Felix because
Unrelated.
of my favorite restaurant.
No.
Which is so thoughtful.
No. No, I'm sorry. I know you're
My
all
favorite
done
soup in the
sitting.
world.
You want me to film you eating it?
It's so good. We're going to Aldi. We're going to Aldi. We don't have this. We don't have this in the
You have
Pacific
Winco.
Northwest. We do have Winco, which is, I would say, better.
See, that's, I don't even need a quarter.
Oh, you went back to the car for your quarter. You didn't even need it. Some kind person left it for you.
I got a spare quarter now.
Now you're rich. That's right, I think.
So true.
All right, I'm back from the Aldi. Sorry, I forgot to film. I'll do an Aldi haul in a minute. First, I came...
Aldi.
A Aldi. I came in here, and I said, oh, we should have saved this outfit that the baby's wearing for tomorrow. It says bananas for mom, but I said we should have saved it because it's, you know, it reminds everyone that I'm his mommy. And Felix said, why? And I said, oh, because it says bananas for mom. And they looked at me like I just told them about 9/11.
Here's what happened is that I have thought that this shirt that says bananas for mom, because it's like a bunch of bananas, I'm hearing it now. Bananas for mom. I'm bananas for mom. Bananas for mom. Love mom so much. I thought it was like flowers for Algernon.
Yeah.
Or like a basket of muffins for my mother. And so when we got it for $2.50, I was like, no wonder this is on clearance. It's a very weird shirt. Like apples to apples for mother. Like I cannot believe it. Literally, he's had it for
He's had it for
like a month?
Like 2 months, I think.
like a long time because it was a big shirt.
It was
when
a
we
big
got
shirt,
it.
and now
it's
it
kind of like
fits.
a shirt that fits. It wasn't that big on it, but yeah, that's so exactly where my brain is at.
Yeah.
Pet.
Did you want to be in the vlog?
I do better
With walkthroughs? You want to do... Here, give him a
You
walkthrough
want
of
to
your
do
house.
a walkthrough? Yeah.
boats.
Oh, a boat through.
Pretend your house is a boat.
Sort of a swim through.
Yeah, sort of a swim through.
I know you
He
sound
really
like
wants you to
Colin.
hold him.
This is the bridge. Hey, buddy.
Say hi. Say hi.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that
Even-
thing will spin you pretty quick.
Even if Uncle Colin could put you up
It's like a
there.
paint mixer.
Oh.
I don't understand the logo.
Uh,
Oh, thank you.
After you said it hit. We got yellowhammer coffee. A yellowhammer is a bird, if you're not familiar. This is some prune on my hand from the baby's food at the Cracker Barrel.
Not from the Yellowhammer.
Not from the Yellowhammer. They do not have prune coffee. These are all blondies. Mine is a soy milk. Caroline's is regular and Morgan's is oat milk. I have no idea. Did she point and say which one?
No, they have stickers on them, don't they?
Do they? Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Starbucks.
Well, that's actually
I
really
see now why they're
nice.
so successful.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in a bank location.
Yeah, it used to be a bank. It was my bank, actually.
Yeah.
When I was a kid. Well, not a kid, but
When you were a
when
young
I was
and
having my first couple jobs. Yeah.
a youth.
A youth.
But yeah, they have like a million like drive-through sections because there used to be ATMs there. Or
It was
whatever.
very smart because it was like they were hosting by being like, you're in lane 3.
Yeah.
As
Well,
if they were seating you at a table.
well, most like
grab it.
drive-through coffee whatever's like you're in at least one of 2 lanes. Like so, it's not even that weird. But yeah,
That's true.
very delicious, very sweet.
Here's the thing about going anywhere with 2 kids and 2 car seats.
So I'm gonna sit right here.
Is that sometimes
And then
people
you
have to climb
climb in
into
and
the
pull it
trunk.
So sorry.
Hello.
And then
So let this be known that this was Colin's decision.
yeah,
You're safe. You can scooch back.
it's Colin's fault.
Hi, Buzz. Sorry.
Hey, dude.
Teamwork. Now we're gonna go to GulfQuest. What's the full name? It's like GulfQuest Maritime.
National Maritime Museum of the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I don't know. We went before, like 5 years ago. Anyway, I hope the kids will like it.
Sea shanties.
Yeah. Slay. Oh, we are go to Woods.
Oh, we're closed today. So we bought these tickets.
That's so messed up.
Now, wow, look at that. Pretty cool. Could have been. They got water on the ground here. That's pretty interesting.
Tower to your left and the lighthouse to your right. We use these experience to find exactly where you are. Oh, they're just talking about triangle.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I had to do it for my captain's license.
I think you have to push the green.
What do they want you to do?
Well, then there's instructions over here on the right.
Press the reset.
Let's
Press
check
the
those
reset
out.
button to clear the train. Take your.
Oh.
All right, how's this one work? Oh. Take a look at the night sky. Let me get that.
It has followed you your whole life.
That's scary.
Brilliant minds throughout history have contemplated it. I don't have to read that.
Ptolemy, Galileo, Newton, Einstein.
For thousands of years, long sea journeys are impossible without it. One type of finch even appears to navigate.
Now, how
by.
would you do it without the sky? Discover how to read the stars and use them to find your way. Oh, this is the Moana simulator.
Girl, please. Okay, are you just telling me about it, or am I?
Yeah, this
there?
is just a fact-finding machine.
Oh, cool.
Oh, now it's a game. It's not very good.
Oh.
Satellites can help you. Choose a matching color set of A, B, and C discs. I only see A. Oh, I see. These are already on. So the disc on the towers are matching the letters. The discs on the towers represent satellites. Move the 3 chains until all 3 are straight and touching.
Whoa.
Okay, well someone left it set up.
Oh, I see what they're saying. Like this is the one for Mobile.
Yeah.
This is preset for Mobile.
Damn.
So you can
Now
choose
you
these
know how
now.
to be a satellite. All right. The daddies are gonna drive the sailboat. Can you make the sailboat go? This sailboat's not moving.
You're on a beam.
Yeah. Get it to go backwards. Whoa! Look at him go. Here we have steam engine. This is more like a fancy sort of Ferris wheel, some might say. Container ships got their start in Mobile in 1957 when Malcolm McLean devised a standardized approach for putting goods in boxes. It could go from ship to truck or train. That's crazy. I did not know that. Now you know. The bathroom is so cute.
He's
Thriving.
Here, will you hold him?
Yeah. Look at it go.
Okay, get us out of the waters.
He said, now I'm bored.
Oh, a helicopter. Whoa. Yeah.
I think L is Ligma.
Lima.
You look into
I was trying to make a Ligma balls joke. All right. The great big world. We came here when it first opened, and there was a guy here with an iPad that could put the Earth at any point, and he showed us Hurricane Katrina. It was really cool. Shipping containers.
A lot of our military boats have the requirement that they have to be able to fit inside shipping containers.
Really? I guess I'm
All right.
the brightly lit, girl.
What do you mean?
This one's brightly lit.
Oh.
Get the load cells.
What fits inside this container? 96,000 bananas? That's a big old map. Big map city.
For what?
For your captain's test.
For a sailing class, we had to know 5.
Yeah, they didn't make us do a non-figure.
Which knot are you doing now?
That's a reef.
I don't know. Looks pretty loose to me.
That's a short thing to do.
I know it.
There you go.
Textbook.
Oh, that's all right.
Don't be frightened. I must speak to you. Please
This is the
hear
part
my
where we were
story.
like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it is a sad story, but I do not. It is a story of a journey I made for my country, for my king, and for my God. I gave my life for
This is
it.
all of her stuff.
In life,
No, she did not have
I was a
anything.
simple girl of virtue and piety.
Oh, she was a virgin too.
Confidence in Paris.
Oh, you guys going into the Confederate flag?
Tonight,
Oh man, they're never gonna show it again.
Hundley's captain. 7 men have followed him down the hatch under the sea. It's crazy. Crank
14
belly
nights.
by hand.
This in this small of a space?
Desperate mission.
Oh my god.
Colin, you can't even fit.
Okay, you slept
Maybe
in a
George
thing like
Dixon
this,
had
but you
It's like we're on Soarin'.
What are they saying?
You didn't put your headphones on?
No, I'm not putting my headphones on.
It's this guy talking. It's another ghost, I think, telling a story.
Shipwreck.
Yeah.
I really want a.
Working hard, buddy.
I really want a coffee table.
Tell me about it.
Oh, beeswax?
Yeah.
This is a man who invented beeswax.
Oh, wow.
He took a bee, squeezed it, wax came out.
Oh, no. Here's Mobile Bay. Baby's first time. It's windy out here. But it's nice. What do you think he's moving? Probably a Quiznos. There's some storms across the bay too. You can see all the water coming down over there. It's raining over there. They're gonna have a Jimmy Buffett art contest. Looks like. Now I like this one. It's 3D. There we go. This is a cool gift shop. Oh, they do have shirt for baby.
Look how cute this is.
That's so cute. I saw
I think
those.
she would love this.
Yeah.
I love her. We're leaving right on time. Get everybody home for a nap. These two have the job of keeping the babies awake, so they take a nap at home. It's a tough job. Daddy and the kiddo are watching the rain. It's raining really hard. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, checking out the rain. We don't have rain like this at home, so gotta enjoy it. We're here at the restaurant that I worked at all through college. I'm excited to get a really fancy, a lot of food meal. Felix is gonna have French fries. Let's go. Luckily, they have shrimp. Let's get some shrimp. Here's the water. There's Delta. There's Michael. Look at that. That's beautiful. Got a puppy dog on a boat. That's pretty nice. All right, we got some crab claws to start. As you can tell, Felix is really excited about them.
Yeah.
But you can't get crab claws in Oregon, so we got half fried, half sauteed. I'm freaking thrilled. We've got our food here. I've got some alligator and some sweet potato casserole and some broccoli cheese casserole.
Tastes like chicken.
Baby's got some grits. Felix is gonna review their fries in just a minute. Michael's got fish, oysters, shrimp,
Everything.
and everything.
Everything.
A bluegill platter with grits and sweet potato casserole. All right, you're gonna have to be loud.
I'm gonna say 8 out of 10 for these French fries. They're a good crispiness, good softness. They're not overcooked.
They are vegetarian.
They are.
The only thing on the menu.
I don't know what.
Alabama's greatest potato.
Yes.
Finest potato out there.
Yeah, I don't know how much they cost. I'm guessing it was too much, which is why they lose 1 point on account of this is a fairly small serving. Although I have had some of it already.
You could have the grits have cheese in them. The problem is your cheese aversion.
I had a bite of the cheese. My cheese aversion.
Yeah.
My cheese poop version.
Yeah.
I will poop. And it ain't worth it for grits. Baby's having grits.
Yeah.
Cheese grits loves it.
Yeah, he would say 10 out of 10 for the grits.
He would. Well, he really only does 10 out of 10 or 0.
Or 0 out of 10, yeah. Okay, this is my favorite sweet potato casserole in the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is what you've been trying to
I've been trying to make it. Somebody sent me a different recipe that I'm gonna try.
This is really good, actually.
It's so good. I can't figure out what I'm doing.
She does it so bad.
No,
it's
it was-
It's like soup.
It was literally, it wouldn't harden or like, and not that's supposed to be hard, but it's supposed to be like this sort of casserole consistency, and it was literally soup. And I had been baking it for so long, and I followed the recipe. And the recipe called for not canned sweet potatoes, but at the bottom it was like, you can use canned sweet potatoes if you do this extra step. And I did that. She was like, it's just better with the not. And I was like, right, but it should still get cooked with canned sweet potatoes. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna have to boil sweet potatoes in order to get it to be good.
Did you not boil this?
No, I use canned sweet potato.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
This has been in some kind of food processor or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, it's like,
I wonder if I'll be like,
I can ask
listen,
her
chef,
when we get that room clear.
I've tried to ask before and they were like, it's a secret. But I think if this time I'm like, I don't live here. I can't buy it from you.
I can't buy it. I can't sell it to anyone.
I won't sell it to anyone.
I
Please
will not tell
let me know the secret.
the yellowfin.
Some investigation.
That's to turn my head.
He's just staring
He's
at
giggling.
Yeah. Is that funny? Look at that. Look out for alligators. Welcome to all three of us are going to cook in the kitchen at the same time.
Woo! Yay.
Yay! I'm making mac and cheese. Caroline, what are you making today?
I'm making ham and cheese sliders, but I need cookie snack.
Yeah.
I'm making tofu scramble only for me and the baby because we are functionally vegan. No one else is. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're going to hang out with a bunch of my cousins. Felix has met 2 of them for sure. Yeah, that's it though.
I think so.
Some of the cousins we haven't seen in a super long time. When's the last time you saw Jennifer?
We should at church.
Oh, that's right. So, you know.
How much?
Okay, puppy dog.
Come on, girl.
Where's the veggie broth and the noodles you got? Broth.
We're just making you play the weirdest game of I Spy.
Yeah, in your own house, so it should be pretty easy.
Listen, it's good I'm doing this in our college. He'd be like,
Yeah, this morning he was like, I think we have grits. They expired like 2 years ago. And I was like, I've got some. So my water's boiling. There's the macaroni on me. I've got half my thing of cream cheese I gotta warm up. How's the cutting going?
You know, it's going. Yeah, I don't like being filmed cutting things because I certainly do.
They can't see your hands. Make sure.
That's true. I definitely.
I feel you on that.
I do it bad. They always have a judgmental thought about it. They're always like, "Here, I can help you," and I'm like, "It's actually too late."
It's actually too late.
These
It's
ones,
worked this long. Why would I change it?
like, that's the thing. Now I have
Yeah, I know.
chopped on my finger hard twice, so they do. It's not that they don't have a point. It's just that I don't have the time.
No,
to
I
do it.
get
You
that.
can't teach an old dog new tricks.
That's true.
I need to like work on my cutting skills because I cook a lot and I don't cook it.
Good lord.
This is my very official measurer.
Whoa.
Yeah. As you can tell, it works good. It's real slow with the holes. Mine ain't got no holes at the house.
Yeah, the cinnamon came out quick.
Oh, we should put cinnamon on
With
this.
his yogurt.
That's so funny.
And it was like I was trying to cinnamon challenge the baby. And I told Caroline, I was like, your cinnamon came out quicker than I thought. And she's like, oh yeah, it's really good for some of the seasonings, but not that one.
Can you make sure I turn that off on? Is it? Yeah. I turned it on wrong. Did you want to be in the video? The camera, the thing's on this side.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you looked confused. What were you confused
I'm
about?
just looking at it.
You look like this.
God forbid a man make a face.
It doesn't have an external microphone.
No. I forgot to put it on. We have it. It's in that bag. That's alright. They'll hear me.
I don't think you even need it that much for this one.
No. This is more of a low-key, low-stakes situation.
Well, all they're gonna hear is me go click.
Yeah, it's true. Ain't it the truth?
Okay, I did completely forget to film any more of the cooking that we did, or my mac and cheese, or Caroline sliders, but we did get to see a bunch of my cousins. This is a photo of them, plus some of their significant others. We also got to see all of their kids, which was amazing. I'm not going to share a picture of that, obviously, but it was really great. I think next year I'm going to try and talk everyone into matching t-shirts, but we'll see what happens.
The babies are sleeping. We are headed to the Goodwill.
Yeah, Aunt Caroline is very nicely
Nicely.
watching both of them while they take their first nap.
She's so very nicey.
So we can go like 20 minutes away to the Goodwill to see if we can find cuckoo bananas things we couldn't find in Oregon.
This is the good Goodwill.
This is the one I went to a lot in college.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. There's two different Goodwill. There's Goodwill Industries, and then there's Goodwill the other one. I think Goodwill Industries is the one that has the little like half a face, and is like dark blue. And then the other Goodwill, it has a different font. And then the other Goodwill doesn't have anything to do with that face, and they're two completely separate entities, as far as I understand. I'll probably Google and we'll put up some information about it. But anyway, this is the one where if you have a phone number with them, you get like a percentage off, whatever, depending on how often you shop there. Anyway, the Goodwills in the South are like much better. And from what I understand, they do more for their community than Big Goodwill that is more common in the Pacific Northwest and California and the other places.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Did I get that
I
right?
hadn't heard about it until you told me that they were different.
Because I Googled it. I'll Google it again now. Okay, I'm wrong. This just said I'm wrong. Goodwill Industries is the umbrella company, and each local Goodwill is like its own individual entity.
Interesting.
It's very interesting.
So they can choose whether they want to use the face or not?
They must be able to. They must. If you know anyone who works for the Goodwill, chime in. Because it's also a very different font. The Goodwill Industries font with the face is like a really cute font, and then the new one with like the serifs
It's just
is
like
not.
Goodwill, all caps.
Goodwill.
And like normal Times New Roman vibes.
Yes. Anyway, in general, it's probably better to support your like local non-chain thrift stores. However, depending on where you live, most of the time those are like religious organizations who may or may not literally donate money to like conversion camps, etc. But also, additionally, I would never judge somebody for shopping somewhere so that they're able to buy something, because everything is so expensive when you buy it new. So all this to say, we don't care what you do personally. If you want to comment that we're evil bastards for shopping at Goodwill, then that's fine.
The other thing about Goodwill specifically is everyone I've ever been to has a plus size section.
That is so true.
And the small thrift stores,
they don't.
Anywhere I've ever lived, don't usually have one.
Yes, which is super annoying.
So there's also that. Similar to like when people shop at Old Navy and Target a lot because they're fat.
Yeah.
It's like, but I know they'll probably have something that fits at least, or at least almost fits.
Yeah. We're all just trying to exist in late stage capitalism. I know we have this conversation just about every video, but sometimes people are new, so I want to make sure, you know, we're all on the same page here. You see what I was saying about the face and the fun font? This is so cute. I've never seen one that's funky like this.
Yeah. So true. Good point. Okay, there's no way to get it to our house in Oregon. And this is very crusty and broken. But this is so cute. And it's only $6. That's so cute.
We got a little damp.
It doesn't rain like this at home.
It
I'm not
does
complaining.
not.
I love it.
It's so, you are literally soaked.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Also,
so...
we parked, show how close we are to the Goodwill. That's how far we had to walk. That's it.
Yeah, we're very close. It's like the skies open up. It's so crazy.
It's crazy.
We got some cute stuff, though. I got this bag that's going to be turned into a busy book. In a couple of different ways, actually. And then we got this little 2-piece Mickey Mouse set that's really cute. These incredibly sick Garanimal pants that are great. And then, this is a 4T set that is these little 4-leaf clovers.
It's a little ugly, but we don't have anything bigger than the size that we have now set aside. I think we have maybe like 2 3T outfits.
Hey, I thought it was really cute.
Oh, I mean, it's not something I would
For
have
a number of reasons. I wouldn't buy anything full price at this point. There's children's clothes. There's so many children's clothes. No, I think it's cute because of
The smiling faces. I was smiling with you.
That's not why I think it's cute.
Oh, why do you think it's cute?
Because of the 4-leaf clovers. Do you remember?
No.
You don't recall the entire fertility journey art show that I did that had to do with...
the big thing. But yeah, you're right, that is cute.
I thought it was very cute. And then also, there's this bug expert shirt, which I thought was really cute. And then I realized that the things that are labeled, the ladybug says cool bug. And then the pill bug says small bug. So, beware stinky bug. Very cute.
Okay, here's the thing. We're going to Marcy and Me. This is a place I went to a lot in college. It's very like girls who are in sororities, which isn't a crime.
I didn't even know you knew this place. Is this
yeah.
This is the secondhand children's store?
No.
Then you don't tell me anything.
No, I said I went here a lot in college. This is where I bought my first raincoat with my first ever paycheck for my first job.
What are we getting in here?
I'm gonna see if they have any weird like Mobile merch.
Okay.
You've never been in a store like this.
I don't think that's true. I think we have these at like the beach, at the coast.
I'm very excited. Do you have any predictions about anything?
Oh, I think it'll look like a Hobby Lobby.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's fair. Okay, let's go.
All right. I think you saw some of these at the Goodwill in Oregon. You know, that would have been a culture shock if we had gone there 7 years ago. I am familiar now.
You know your wife.
I've met my wife. Yeah. You know, I don't understand rich people. You gotta take a piece of ceramic, put it on a plate, then you don't even eat off that plate? That's bananas.
The happy everything set. Yeah, the other thing is like each little like ornament that you put on the plate for each season, just one of those is like $30.
Yeah.
$40. The happy everything plate, I'm sure I can put pictures up. The happy everything plate by itself, I would guess probably like $50, and they're really big around here. And yeah, you just put it on your counter and you don't actually eat off of it. At least I've never seen anyone eat off of it.
You know what's a lot cheaper than ceramic? A sign. A regular paper sign. What? You know?
I really like this one lunchbox, and it was only $40.
We have lunch
I'm
boxes.
not gonna put the baby's name on it. It's so cute.
We could put the baby's name on the lemon lunchbox.
And it's like, we should do
Which
that.
is actually cuter than that. Which, I mean, it was a fine fishing lure lunchbox. It was really cute. It was like pastel.
The other thing is, like, I forget how in the South everything is so gendered, because they had two kinds of lunchboxes in this section, and they were made of like a rain jacket-y material, so they like you know, wick away moisture or whatever. And it was like ballet pink bows, like all over print, and then the fishing lure one. But the fishing lure one was so cute.
Yeah, but we don't fish.
That's true. You walk in there and I'm tricked by everything.
Yeah.
And you are not.
No, I sure ain't, girl.
Also, Felix is like, oh, I love this ugly store. And then popping around the corner is like Marcy, I guess. And she's like, you guys finding everything okay?
She said it with a meaner face than that.
I don't think it was mean. Do you think she was mean?
She clearly thought we were gonna steal something.
Oh, I don't think anybody thought we were going to steal it. Where would we put it?
We have different experiences in
We
this
do.
place.
I don't look at other people when I'm
Right, yeah. I think that's part of what it is.
Sorry, I'm enjoying my
unfortunately,
life.
in the Pacific Northwest, they did teach us to look at people. And yeah.
They should be looking at me.
She looked like this. You guys finding everything okay? Possibly she heard me say her store was ugly. I didn't say it loud. And also, if she didn't want to hear something she doesn't want to hear, she shouldn't have been creeping. She shouldn't have been sneakily hiding behind a little creepy area with weird, ugly stuff all around her. Sorry.
I really like everything in Marcy and Me. It is like, I would never spend that kind of money on like a t-shirt anymore. I don't live that life, you know, and I'm happy for them. But I do think the things in there are like, cute's like not the right word. It's like, they're nostalgic to me almost.
I think what is crazy to me is that they look expensive only in the context of everything else there.
Yes.
But any of those things, if I found them at a thrift store, I would assume that they had been purchased either from Target or like Amazon.
Or you got them for free at a school function.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So I think
But the thing is, everyone here in the culture knows that you paid like $40 for that t-shirt.
right. I don't care how much they paid for the t-shirt. Which maybe that's why everyone looks at me so mean, is because they don't know how much I paid for my t-shirt.
I think they know how much. Look at your t-shirt right now. I think they know you didn't pay very much for your t-shirt.
Unfortunately, I think this was like a $45 t-shirt. Although it's very old. I've been wearing it a long time. So that's part of it.
We're getting the full lowdown on Aunt Caroline's job at the news.
Hey.
We're gonna report news.
Report to the news.
Who's this child?
Also pre-pregnancy.
Were you still in college?
No.
You look 17 years old. This is the old studio. Nobody's here.
They film commercials in here on the green screen. They film like sales stuff.
That's crazy. Hi. Tell us about the weather.
Well, the weather is raining.
Yeah.
And later, I have no idea what it'll do because I don't have a degree.
Yeah.
He thought that was really funny.
He thought that was really funny. That's a funny joke. This is so crazy. I feel like I'm at New York City.
My sister-in-law Morgan, her husband Felix.
So you wake up, you sit at this desk with your 80 computers.
Yes. Do the forecast.
Yeah.
Read the graphics.
That's true. Yeah, you have to edit everything, which I didn't know.
These cameras are robotic, so they move on their own.
I see they're spinning.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
so it works with lasers. They're not aware of each other though, so they do crash. They're not supposed to. But the directors are still in the back. Like they can control them, but they mainly code them to go to certain specific.
That's
areas.
crazy. That's so smart.
So we don't have cameramen anymore.
Wow. Camera persons, yeah. You can watch Wayne Brady though, I see.
Yes, we can. Let's make a deal.
Anchors read the teleprompter. This is amazing. I feel like I'm on a field trip.
You got R.
It's like take a couple of idiots to work day.
It is take a couple idiots to work day.
Love it.
Those are really old archive tapes that they're trying to figure out how to convert.
Oh my god. Well, you know the Walgreens will do it for you.
Will they?
They're not even VHS. They're whatever.
Oh, I'm so sorry. They won't do that. They will take VHS, turn it to DVD. This is how they... Oh, they've built the stadium, I see.
Yes, they have.
This is how they do traffic. And I guess also, do you look at it... I mean, not for the forecast, obviously, because you know what's going to happen. But, like, to be like, this is how crazy it looks right now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
During, like, hurricanes
we've
and
caught
stuff.
tornadoes on our cameras before.
That's crazy.
Cool. The sunrises are gorgeous.
Yeah, I have seen that.
That's crazy.
This is what it looks like to you when you're at work.
That's wild.
So when I turn and it looks like I'm looking at the map, I'm looking at that.
Oh, but they give you this big one. I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, can Felix give the weather really fast?
Oh my gosh.
All right, it looks like at the start of the week, we've got
It's
rainy,
weird. Yeah.
we got a rainy Monday and Tuesday for you folks, and then the back half of the week, the rain chances they'll be decreasing. So keep that in mind for your plans.
Oh, the baby's helping. Yeah. Sometimes you go to visit your work, your baby throws up on the ground. What can you do?
We're the producer and the director.
They're helping in the cooking section of the news. Yeah. This is what it looks like at Epcot backstage. Well, at all the parks backstage. This is how they get the news out.
You're doing so. I'm so proud.
Yeah, you guys are troopers.
So good.
We're gonna look inside
You're getting so heavy.
the weather beast.
The roof man.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. There's a camera on the roof. There's a camera right here?
Yes.
That's so cool. We can see everything.
Director and producer sit during the show.
Oh, hey. This is so cool.
So the producer and directors are in our ears. If the director's talking to me, it's usually to tell me where to go because I'm in the wrong spot. If the producer's talking, they control the cameras, code the show, all of that.
Oh, wow.
The producers write the show, and then they give us time cues in our ears.
That's so cool.
I know.
It's our last night. We're looking at the sunset and the horses. Does that look really nice, baby? Somebody's setting off their car alarm. Good morning, it's a new day. We're getting beignets.
Hey.
We get on the plane later today. We always make sure to go get beignets at Mobe Beignet. There's actually a couple of locations now. This opened, I think, after I moved from Mobile to Florida, but I go every single time. They are so delicious. I truly dream about them when I'm not home. If you are ever anywhere where they have a location, I beg of you to please go. You will not regret it. They are so freaking good. It's actually insane, and my mouth is watering just watching this. We're here having a 3-adult, we have a babysitter watching the babies. We're having a 3-adult lunch where we're all gonna have hot food
At the same time.
at the same time.
Same time
We're
as the
here at
most.
Felix's again, my favorite restaurant in the whole world. And we have a booth away from everyone just by happenstance. And look, can you see these dragonflies? Computer enhance. Crazy.
There's so many.
There's so many. They're really cute. Causeway's third best coleslaw is really funny. Same stuff you'd get out in the country is really funny. They got a lot of little jokes on here.
So
I love you so much, crab soup. Crab soup, you're the love of my life, crab soup. Did I film my lunch? I literally don't remember.
I have no idea.
Somebody was talking to you. So.
Oh yeah, who knows? We got dessert though.
Yeah.
Big kid dessert.
Fancy.
Fancy. Here's what's happened so far.
This don't go.
This doesn't go.
Morgan got 6 pounds of peach cobbler.
Said, can I get 2
She
peach
said, could you
cobbler?
get it in the least airtight container?
And the picture was
So
in the
I could
mason
spill
jar.
it. She said, I was thinking we've already got a real sticky creature attending this excursion with us. What if we were also sticky?
I'm good. It fell off before. This is.
Shut up, it's not. Girl.
This And this is our other dinner, which is fried okra, chicken fingers, and fries, and onion rings. Because we were running late, but then actually, once we got our food, it turns out the plane was running late too.
Yeah.
Also, it's horrible. It's so bad. Thank goodness it was like $20. A peach cobbler. I don't think it's fully cooked yet. Now we're back. It was really fun.
We survived the peach cobbler.
We did.
What an incident.
So you can't hear us very well because we're on the plane, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, let's debrief the cobbler.
let's just start
Let's
with
have
the
a
cobbler.
cobbler briefing.
Yes.
Because that was insane.
Yeah.
So in case you missed it, what's happening is we are in Alabama.
Yeah, leaving from Mobile
Leaving
to Dallas.
Tiny little airport.
Yeah, there's only
They've got
7 gates.
Only 7 gates, maybe like 1 food place. Maybe like
there is
2.
literally only 1.
Right. So, but they've got like classic Southern comfort food. So I was like, oh, well, this is really fun that they've got like good food here. Because
Yeah.
I had bought like weird, like overnight oats for me and the baby to have.
Like snacks.
There's not like a ton of vegetarian options in general. And it's just, yeah. And not that, I would say, particularly now that the baby's over a year old, we're not like real finicky about the things that he eats, but I like to know what's in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyway, we are like perfect. There's an actual restaurant. We can ask them like, do you know what's going on with what's in this, etc.
Yeah.
Great.
The reason was because we were flying from Mobile.
Yeah.
At like 6 p.m.
Yes.
We had like a weird lunch thing at like 2:30.
Yeah.
So we were like, we're not starving.
Yeah.
But by the time our layover from Dallas to Portland,
Yeah.
our layover in Dallas was only like an hour, which is not enough time to deboard a plane, get a snack, and then get back
No,
on
if
the
you've
plane.
ever had an hour layover, it ends up being like 12 minutes.
So we were like, we need to get some sort of dinner here.
Yeah. Or pre-gaming.
Or we're not eating until we get home at like 1 a.m.
Yeah, we're having like fake dinner and then...
Yes.
Which was fine, but I just, also especially because now the baby is on like primarily solid foods.
Yeah.
We're trying to make sure that like...
We're trying to
make
have
sure
like...
we're offering food even if it's
often.
weird and even if it's at a weird time.
Yes, so that was why we got food even though we weren't that hungry.
Yeah. So I got these really delicious onion rings.
Yeah.
And Morgan, what did you eat?
The fried okra was really good, and then there
Yeah.
was chicken tenders and fries, which were, they're normal.
Fine.
Like, they're,
yeah.
fine.
And then there was the peach
But
cobbler.
on the menu, they had peach cobbler, and it looked like it was in like 2-inch tall little like mason jar in the
You're
picture
familiar
because it's like a
with the
fancier
jars.
picture.
Yeah.
But obviously, I didn't think they were going to be glass, but I figured it was going to be about that size.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they handed me like the horrible type of like cardboard.
Well, Morgan wanted to
containers.
order banana pudding. They were out of the banana pudding. And I wanted peach cobbler. She was like, of the 2 dessert options, which do you want? So we ended up with 2 giant peach cobblers.
They were huge. They were in horrible
So when
containers.
Morgan hands me this like bag that's just like chock full of peach cobbler, I'm like, thank God you didn't get one for us to split because I was really only planning on having like 4 bites or whatever. Thank God we have 2 full cobblers.
It's
in
like
this
they gave us
bag.
the whole casserole.
It's really not, but it was like those like small containers. It was like very full of cobbler.
Yeah.
As if you'd had like a giant piece of apple pie.
We took bites of it, and it was almost like it wasn't cooked, and also like it wasn't seasoned.
If it was like it was cooked and not sweetened, but it was also sort of like you were doing the cinnamon challenge.
It was
so bad.
Bad.
I took that bite on video for you people because
Yeah.
I had already tasted and knew how bad it was, but I was like, they need to see someone eat this so they can understand.
It was so bad.
It's already was
But it's
leaking.
continued to be a joke in our home.
Yes, but it was already leaking and then it leaked
More.
so much more. And it was like, thank God we have a wet bag full of cobbler on this 1-hour flight. I don't know what we would have done on that flight without a wet bag full of cobbler and an upset toddler.
Yeah.
That's really just like,
That would have...
that's what you need
Yeah.
on an airplane.
Big highlights of the trip, definitely seeing my grandma. She was so cute. Felix took this very cute clip of her talking, so you can all hear her cute little accent.
She sounds exactly like Tree Trunks from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Mike stayed home, and she brought Anna back to stay with her daddy next week.
Oh, okay.
And then I guess
Who's
Aaron,
the first husband, right?
yeah, then I guess Aaron's gonna come and get her, or I don't know. They let me know when they're gonna be out of town.
We talked a lot while we were there to each other about like the differences, because the first time I took Felix, we had not been dating that long, and they had just kept being like, everything looks so different than like Oregon, like it's so crazy, and obviously it looks different than Orlando where everything is a theme park. So I was like, oh, okay, like it can't be that different. But now, like, not living there or visiting there for years at a time, it really is so different. We took this clip of just some of the houses that we were driving by that have like these huge yards, like they're living on like acres of just like yard, and they have huge brick houses, and like the wealthy, like there just clearly is a lot more money in the South, definitely for stressful reasons,
obviously,
back in the day.
Obviously.
But it is like, it's crazy because it's like it is noticeable.
Yes.
And I just didn't really know that,
and I felt it was
there.
immediately the first time we visited
Yeah.
that I was there. I was like, this is crazy, because here, if you have land, it's typically like your parents, someone a long time ago bought it for really cheap.
Yeah.
I'm sure taking advantage of some person, certainly.
Right.
And then they've continued to have that land, and then you have like, I don't know, you just don't see a lot of like rich farmland areas. Like the rural spots in Oregon are cheaper to live in because there's not as many things there.
Yeah.
Like there's not.
And we didn't go downtown this trip. We didn't go to like any like old money kind of spots in Mobile either. So this is just like folks who I would probably say, and at least in the circles that I ran in, were like mid-level. Actually, no. As an adult now, I would say that they were upper middle class.
Right.
But like these aren't people who like have yachts or like, you know what I mean? So
cost of living is very different. Though,
cost of living.
obviously.
Oh, that's the other thing.
There's
Cost
so
of
many
living
things
is so
very
different. So the houses that we were seeing that we just showed are probably only like $400,000 compared to if you had a house like that here in Salem, you're looking at probably at least $1 million if you had like that much land.
Oh, I can't even imagine
Yeah.
it being possible to have that much land. Not in Salem.
Yeah.
Like, you just couldn't.
Yeah. So it is. Culture shock isn't right because it's like
gas was $2.
It's my culture. Yeah, gas was $2. The Goodwill.
Oh my god.
Like there were shirts for $1.50 still, which we haven't seen at our Goodwill
No.
in at least probably since we lived here.
No.
I think the next time that we go, our big goal is still to see my grandma, assuming that's an option, and then to go to the beach, because we didn't get to go to the beach this time. It was too rainy every day. It was so lovely. I obviously always have a great time because I love the food so much. I think next time I honestly might make an entire second, like 10-minute video just talking about all the food that we eat.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, here's what's hard, because I can feel the people who are vegetarian and vegan who live in the South typing right now and throughout the whole video. I think that the problem is that while we're there, we're focusing on things that you really want to do, because this is your hometown and we live where I am from.
Yes, I think this time we hadn't been in about 3 years, and even then when we were there 3 years ago, it was only for like 2 days.
This is the longest we've been.
This is the longest we've been. Yeah, I think the entire time we've been together, this was the longest we were there. So we obviously focused on things, but I think now that we have a kiddo and like he's having baby cousins that are around his same age that live there, we're going to try and go at least every year if we can. And because they'll be closer together, I think next time we're going to try and visit more new things to experience together. We'll obviously keep going to Felix's because it's incredibly delicious, and also it's so funny that you guys have the same name.
Yeah. It feels embarrassing.
No.
Somebody commented on the video of my like short form vegetarian complaining, and they were like, you're telling me Morgan's soulmated so hard that her husband is named after her favorite restaurant? No, that her favorite restaurant and her husband have the same name. And then somebody else commented and was like, I want someone to love me so much that they name themselves after my favorite restaurant, which is really funny.
I really hope that the lore begins that you named yourself after my favorite restaurant.
It's
I think
so
that's
embarrassing.
so funny. That's so
It
funny.
feels embarrassing.
No, it's good.
I do think me being able to say no relation is really funny.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good joke, but, like, it does feel embarrassing.
I mean, the people at Felix's don't know that's your name. They ask for your last name at the table.
It's true. I can only speak to my own experience, obviously, as a white transmasculine person who was raised in a blue state, who was very much raised by liberal parents in a, like, I would say slightly conservative leaning area of Oregon, but very much generally blue. I think that and we've talked about this every once in a while, but I feel like there's this huge misconception with people who were raised in blue states who haven't spent a lot of time in the South, that the South is this, like, scary, dark, evil place where everyone who sees them wants them to be dead.
Yeah.
Something that is really crucial to talk about, particularly being from Oregon, I really don't like when Oregonians talk about the South, like, we should secede, or we should just, like, cut off Florida, or, like, screw Texas, or, like, whatever. It's not funny to me for a lot of reasons. But one of them is that there are so many more people of color in those areas than in Oregon, if not, like, the entire Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And I think another thing to keep in mind, just that, like, there is a different vibe in conservative places in Oregon than there is in, like, very obviously conservative areas in Alabama, at least in Mobile, which is, like, southern, like, by the coast. It's like a bigger city. It's like a big city. What?
Yeah.
Should I not say it like that?
No, nobody would say the coast.
It is. Oh, sorry, the beach?
The Gulf.
It's on the Gulf.
That's what I would say. I mean, you're not wrong. It's just so funny. It's kind of like how you don't know how to use ma'am.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. It's you know, I cannot speak for, like, being in Birmingham or, like, other areas of Alabama. In Oregon, there is very much this, like, when folks are conservative, they're a lot more, like, emotionally libertarian is kind of the energy, and it's a lot of, like, it's not people who are gonna hate crime you if you're in their place of business. Not that I think people in Alabama are going to hate crime you by any means. It's just, like, a slightly different tone. Like, people always look me in the eyes in Oregon, in, like, smaller rural places, and people don't always look me in the eyes in Alabama. So it is like a different...
Yeah.
It's a different culture. It's a different feel. It's very weird. It's very specific. And I think it's partially because to me it seems as an anthropologist being like, what is this social situation that's going on? I think it's because there are these very, like, standard things that you say in the South that you do not say here. And I think people just don't know how to interact with me if they're not sure what my gender is.
Yes.
And that happens a lot more. And so it's this kind of, like, they're worried that they're going to say something and I'm going to be upset at them. It is not that people are like, I don't want to look at you because you're a tranny and I'm scared and you freak me out to look at. It's because they're like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Because also, if you grow up in a more conservative place, there's this, like, false belief that trans people are just, like, waiting, like, in the bushes
There's
to,
a
like,
lot of,
grab
like,
you and cancel you and put you on the internet.
Yeah, it's not even, like, on purpose, I would say, at least not the way that I was raised. But I definitely thought that people who were transgender were, like, not trying to trick me as in, like, someone's gonna be dressed as a man and really they were a woman, but, like, trying to, like, get me to seem like I don't care about people. And that's obviously, we're all here, right? We know that's not true.
Yeah.
So you've said it perfectly.
Thank you.
That's exactly what it is. It's that people,
I have autism.
It's not that anyone is being
No, they're not
outwardly
being
rude.
No.
It is that it's so funny. We have a story about it in a minute. Felix doesn't understand, like, the beats of, like, not even just sir and ma'am, but, like, the beats of how conversations go. Something that happens...
I think that people might be as rude to me if I was my cisgender older brother who wears, like, pearl necklaces and talks like he's from Oregon and just, like, wears fun clothes.
I think people would think he's rude.
Do you think people think I'm rude?
No.
I feel like I'm really trying. I think it's probably obvious that I'm trying.
I think because you were raised as a woman, it's very obvious that you're trying.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe that's not true. You know, this is a very individualized experience.
Yeah. Hold on. I have to say more things about it.
Go ahead.
Before you talk about, like, the South as a culture and other things.
Go ahead.
I obviously cannot speak to the experience of trans feminine folks. That is a very, very, very
different lived experience. I used exclusively the men's restroom when we were in Texas and briefly and in Alabama. And it is because I am afraid that if I go into a women's restroom, that seems like a scarier place in terms of somebody like smacking me. And I just like a couple of things, just like a lot, like I don't know, like obviously like we would all collectively choose the bear in the forest and not the man, but like when you're in a public restroom, it's like you're not the only person that's in there, so like the likelihood of something, I don't know, do you know what I mean? Not very often are people getting the crap beat out of them in bathrooms at like noon on a Tuesday. Like it's not, that's what I'm trying to express to you, is that it's not like a scary place to be. We also have trans friends who lived in Alabama their entire lives, trans feminine as well folks who like were fine and didn't ever have anything terrible happen to them, also white, so like that's relevant.
I think it's nice to hear these stories, similar to how I talk a lot about having a very positive birth experience as a fat person
and having a C-section that was positive.
Yes, it's nice to hear.
I want you to know that if you don't have a reason to go to Alabama,
we're
not
trying to like,
I'm not trying to influence you to go to Alabama, but if there is a reason you might want to go to Alabama, if you have family there, if your partner has family there, like it's not as scary as some folks are trying to make it seem. And also the queer and trans communities there are so beautiful and so diverse because of the like diversity of people who are there, but also like the kind of pushback that they are up against is like very real and tangible, whereas a lot of times here in the Pacific Northwest it's kind of like hypothetical or from like keyboard warriors. It is not like there are actual people who would show up to your trans story time and be like, you guys they're gonna counter protest, right? And that is the kind of thing. So it's a very different scene. It's a scene that has a lot of like love and care for each other, that is based in like literally needing to protect each other. They've had to stick up for themselves and they have to on a regular basis, and so
they shouldn't have
vibe.
to.
No.
But it is
a different vibe. And so they're an incredibly resilient group of folks, and I think that it does a disservice to so many people of color and also like the entire trans and queer communities to talk about the South and Texas and like the Midwest as if those are places that just like don't matter, or like they voted for this or like whatever.
It's also like those places are, if you've never looked into gerrymandering and it's just like a word that you hear, it is so I can't believe it. Like I can't believe it, but it's like it's so cuckoo bananas it's legal,
wild
to
the way that they like
make
draw
some
the
of
lines to be like these people vote for this section and these people vote for like, this whatever, because it's clearly done to make certain people win. And also you have to
make
vote
it harder
in
for
person
some
there.
folks to vote.
So like we vote by mail in Oregon.
Always.
All elections. It's not like you have to have an absentee ballot. It's like every single election. Epilepsy.
Every election you get a ballot in the mail. You get a voter's pamphlet that explains to you what everything means super clearly. You can like see all the candidates, all of everything, and then they also you have like a week to like fill it out and turn it back in, either at a ballot box or mail it back. It's like it is longer than that. And you can sit with your family and be like, what do you guys
how
think
do we feel about XYZ? Whereas Morgan had to go stand in a line labeled Democrat at a church. That's a much shorter line. Like, that's bananas.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's
so
not for,
backwards.
obviously for the presidential election, it's not labeled Democrat and Republican, but like for primaries, or I feel like there was something else where I had to do that, but I can't imagine what else they would have separated them by besides primaries.
I mean, they're trying to make people uncomfortable. They're trying to make it so people don't vote.
Anyway, yeah, you have to go in person. My whole life, I've always had to go to a church. When we voted in Florida, the one time that we were there, during like a major election.
I went to a weird government building. It was like, I think it was a post office.
Mine was a church.
I think it was a post office. But anyway, so just all of this to say, the South's not a lost cause. They're not people that we should just be writing off. These are the folks that we should be worried about when it comes to access to all kinds of care,
Yeah.
but particularly abortion care, particularly health care, particularly right now with like public broadcasting losing their funding. Sorry, this is so stressful all of a sudden, but it is, the world is.
It's
So
all
there's
relevant.
that. It is all
to
relevant.
each other.
Specifically with public broadcasting, Oregon, the Pacific Northwest, California, like our PBS is not going to go away. OPB is not going to go away. There are people with money who care so much about public broadcasting. And then the folks who are relying on public broadcasting in like the Midwest and in the South, like they are not necessarily, they don't have the funds to like support it in the way that like people here, there are like very rich people. There are rich Democrats here. And I'm sure there are also in the South and in the Midwest, but it's like, it's a different vibe. Like it's not, I was raised on OPB. Like OPB is like, PBS Kids is huge. It's a big deal.
I think also like the South is really big on, like as a culture, is really big on like tradition. And so like, you know, a lot of people do exactly what their parents did and da-da-da-da. And I think that's a little bit true everywhere. But I think that's how they are particularly susceptible sometimes. And obviously this is like different for every single person. But broadly culturally, they're very susceptible to, well, my daddy voted Republican his whole life, so like, so would I, like, you know.
I think everybody is that way though.
Yeah.
I think most people
we've been talking a lot about how nobody is immune to propaganda.
Yeah.
And if you are going to get your nails done at a random nail salon and they're playing Fox News because that's how much everybody in this town watches Fox News.
And you're 16.
Right. Like, it's just, it is really
it's so ingrained, isn't it?
Ingrained a lot of ways. So you have to work a lot harder to get different information.
Where did this begin?
Yeah, we're talking about people leaving conservatism.
And just the South and being trans.
Yeah.
Let's come back to that. I felt fine in the men's restroom. Not comfortable. Never comfortable in that stinky bad place, but fine.
Yeah.
Didn't have anybody make any weird comments. Had one person be like, your baby looks just like his daddy, talking about me.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Comparatively, we just went to California also, actually.
Yes.
I got misgendered a lot in California.
The entire time, I think. I mean, we were only there for
we didn't see that many people.
We mostly just stayed,
but so many. The most I've been misgendered
in a while,
in a long time. And I think it's because California is so like pro homos that they're just like, I've seen a lesbian before.
Yeah.
And they're not wrong.
The other thing is like,
but in the South, I got like sir, and a couple of times I got misgendered. Got misgendered the whole time in California. I got misgendered. Yeah. I would say only like 20% of the time in Alabama.
Yeah.
And I would say here I get misgendered. It just doesn't really. It doesn't come up. Nobody says ma'am or sir.
People don't say ma'am and sir here.
It's not part of our colloquial culture, the way we speak to each other. It's offensive to call someone ma'am in Oregon. It's like offensive adjacent depending on.
It's so sad to me.
I know you.
Rolling it all the way back. Speaking of which,
okay,
you were like, the reason that people don't look at me isn't because they think I'm horrible. It's because they don't know how to interact with me.
Yeah,
and you're absolutely right. You said it the perfect way. It is because there's like certain beats in conversation. That you always have, at least in Mobile. Again, I grew up in Mobile my whole life. I didn't live in like all over the South or anything. But we visited, like I've gone to Tennessee several times, Mississippi, whatever. I feel like this is generally the same. So like, you're absolutely right. That is what it is, because I would never go up to a man that I'm meeting and be like, oh, hi, I'm Morgan. Nice to meet you. Da da da. Like, the first thing I would say is, what do you do? And that's like so normal to be like, what do you do? What do your parents do? And I still don't think it's rude if you're, depending on why you're asking.
Nosy.
People are so nosy in the South.
There's
no
a nosiness
regrets.
ingrained.
There is a nosiness ingrained. Yeah. Gossip, so important to Southern culture. I'll tell you what. Anyway.
Nobody asks what we do unless we're talking already about some weird aspect of our job, and they're like, what do you do?
Yeah, here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here. But in the South, they just ask what you
They'll
do.
be like, oh, I'm dating someone, and they're like, oh, where'd you meet him? What does he do? That's like the second question always.
I don't know.
I go a step further and I say, how much do you make? All the time. I ask people how much they make constantly. If you want to tell me what you do and how much you make, I'd love to hear it. Because I just think, first of all, we should all be talking about it all the time.
That's true.
Nobody makes enough money, and we should all know that.
Anyway.
Unless you do.
I say ma'am wrong is where this is headed.
That is where this is headed. So we went to get my grandma one of the days we were hanging out with her, because she doesn't drive, so we have to go pick her up. And as I'm like helping her into the front seat and walking from the passenger side over to where I'm driving,
it's a short period of
Felix is sitting in the back with the baby.
And so Boop is in the front.
Yeah.
And she goes, how are you two doing today? And I go, oh, we're doing all right.
You know, you say it all the way at the end.
Yeah, I said, we're doing all right today. How are you, ma'am? And then she goes, what?
She turned around
and then she looks at me like this. And then we both giggled. And then I said, how are you doing? And she goes, I'm all right.
And so, yeah, Felix uses ma'am and sir wrong. And it's so hard. Me and my sister-in-law were both trying to explain it. It's just something that you learn kind of like second nature. Honestly, I have no idea how folks with autism are existing in the South. As Felix has continued to explain, learning it as if it's another language, I don't think you're wrong. That's kind of right.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many things that like we have every time we went to a restaurant. That's hyperbolic. Almost every time we go to a restaurant, Felix will be like, I would like this. And I'll be like, would you like it as your appetizer or as your entree?
It is a fucking... It is an insane question. What do you mean? I'd like to eat it. Why can't I? When do you... I want to eat it? Is that what you're asking? I don't know, girl. Why does it matter? Why do you care so much when I'm eating it? Are you eating it 2 separate times? I can eat it 2 separate times. What do you mean?
Yes, we...
What do you mean?
Always have to have this conversation.
Oftentimes, an appetizer, like one of the things that is listed as an appetizer, ends up being like my main meal.
You
as
love
a
an
vegetarian.
appetizer as a meal.
So Morgan will be like when we went on our little date, we were like, we're getting this cakes trio of cakes. It's like black
crab
bean,
cake.
crab, and zucchini. And then the other thing I was getting was it was going to be a hummus plate, and then they were out of it. Doesn't matter. The hummus plate is listed as an appetizer.
You said, I want these 2 appetizers.
And Morgan goes...
As we're talking to each other.
As an appetizer? And I go, shut up.
Normal is what I asked it.
No, you asked it French for some reason. And I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Take off your gloves. What are you asking? What do you mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Why does it matter if we eat at different times? If also we're just all eating food... That's... unhinged.
So yeah, they also, I guess like people can be rude here, like people can be rude anywhere, but like what constitutes rude is so different where I'm from. It's incredibly rude to eat if everybody doesn't have their food, unless they didn't order an appetizer.
Right, which happens, by the way, all the time to me. It's fine for everyone to eat their little crab soup while I sit here like this. But I'm not allowed to have my main meal at the same time as they get their crab soup, because that would be rude of me to eat big food when everyone has their small food first. That would be insane.
Yeah. Yeah, we also tried to explain, like, you really only say sir and ma'am, like, oh, excuse me, ma'am, or like, no, sir, or like, it's like after like, no, sir, like, thank you, or like short things. You don't really say it at the end of a sentence, or you sound like some sort of cowboy.
Oh, God forbid I sound like a cowboy in Alabama. Wouldn't that just be the most embarrassing thing? I can't believe, not a cowboy here in Alabama. I had a lovely time.
Yeah.
I'd like to be clear. I had a really nice time.
Yeah, we do a really nice time. I'm very excited to take the baby there year after year.
Yeah.
He was very into basically all the foods that he tried, which was nice.
Yeah. A lot of butter there.
A lot of butter. Yeah, my tummy is not used to eating like that anymore. Mm-hmm. So worth it.
Yeah.
Just to be clear. Incredibly worth it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see if our baby going there and just FaceTiming with people, like his cousins and stuff, if he will pick up on the nuances of communicating in the South. Sorry, Felix has to go help the baby. Yeah, I'm very curious if he'll pick up on the nuances of speaking, especially since, his daddy really can't. I would say just overall, I really love being from there. I'm really excited to continue to share my hometown with our kid and our future kids, and to eventually take them to the beach, and to keep talking about how the South is very different from us here in Oregon, in a very blue state, but it is still filled with wonderful, beautiful people who overall are so kind and really do care about strangers. And obviously that's true of people here too, but I think it's just I really like to use our platform for good as often as I can. And so I hope if anyone is watching that is in a blue state and has been in a blue state their whole life, if you hear people, or if you have in the past been yeah, like let's just let Florida fall into the sea. Like it's not cool. It's not funny. It's not edgy. Like there are so many wonderful people who are disenfranchised, underrepresented, purposefully misled when it comes to the media and the news that they are consuming because it's just all around them. Like they are people. And similar to what I said in like my very long Q&A a long time ago, a la Katniss and Haymitch in the Hunger Games, I need people who are safe in blue states to remember that like stressful Fox News uncle in Mississippi is not the enemy. The Capitol is the enemy. You know what I mean? Like the people who are making billions and millions of dollars who make more money as more people are infighting and not realizing their full potential and just struggling. That's the enemy. Do not waste your energy arguing with some guy on the internet. It's not going to help. What you can do is talk to people in your real life who maybe are a little misinformed or maybe a lot misinformed. And you can donate what money you can to public television or to Gaza or to anything and talk to people about uncomfortable things. And also, I think it's really important to remember that life has a lot of really good moments. And it really does. And this trip was one of them. If everything is horrible all the time and all you're thinking about is how everything is horrible and all you're doing is doom scrolling on your phone about how everything is horrible, you're gonna feel hopeless. And if we feel hopeless, then there's no point in fighting, you know? That's something that I'm working with my therapist on, as I'm sure many of us are, that, you know, sometimes it really is your phone. It really, you gotta get off your phone sometimes. You gotta turn off the television. You gotta read a book that you loved when you were in the 6th grade. Go outside, go for a walk, pick up a hobby. And I know it's obviously much easier said than done, but it makes a huge difference. The like 3 hours when we're on a flight and I don't have Wi-Fi because I'm not paying for plain Wi-Fi, I'm not doing it. Those are like so peaceful. And I'm like, wow, it really makes a difference when I'm not just like actively scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. This is a very long tangent. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. If this is your first video of ours, wow, amazing. I can't believe you're here. I can't believe you made it all the way through. Thank you so much. If you're new or old here, make sure you're subscribed, like the video, please comment. I actually love when people comment so much because it's so funny. I obviously watch a lot of vloggers as well, and I'm like, hee hee hee. Like I watch these same like 10 people and I never comment, and I'm like, how many people watch my videos very consistently and never comment? Like they're just people who are like, oh, Morgan and Felix have a new video, I'll just turn that on, and then like I don't know anything about that. I've never seen their username. That's so bonkers to think about. Obviously, if you don't want to comment, you know, I'm not gonna make you. I can't make you. But it's so, I don't know. I love this job. I love making these silly little videos. I hope that you find them entertaining, fun. You walk away and you're like, man, they are using their platform for good. Speaking of which, as always, if you check out the description of our videos, we've got links to friends who could use some help if you are able to. We also have links for all the other places we are. We're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Lemonade, we're on Pinterest, we're on Threads, we're on Blue Sky, we're on Blorp, we're on Sheep Shop. We're everywhere except for Twitter. We're not there. Also, I don't always say this, but if you guys are on some sort of new social media that you really like, please let me know. I wish more people were using Lemonade. It's like very dead. Nobody's on there. I get stuff from like 2 years ago, like a year ago, all the time. But I think it's really cute. It's definitely also gonna die. It's owned by TikTok. But if you guys know of anything else that's like, you've heard some buzzing about using this new platform, let me know. Because I try to make us an account early places just so we can have our username. But it doesn't always work out, you know. That being said, if you loved this video, if you love our content, if you're like, man, these guys are so authentic and real and fun, and I would love to see more from them, I would maybe even pay to see more from them, We're on Patreon. We are on Patreon every 2 weeks or so. We post like 40 minutes of an unedited video of us just laughing, gabbing, talking about stuff going on behind the scenes, sometimes talking about brand deals, sometimes talking about random like small town drama. It's a fun time. Thank you so much to everyone who watched this video. Thank you so much to everyone who watches any video. Thank you so much to every patron. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so lucky to be able to do this, and we're only able to do it because of viewers like you and our patrons and brands. But brands, they're not really hiring gay people right now. So mostly it's you watching this video. Thank you so much. The world is really scary right now, but you are really lovely, and I appreciate you. Okay, go drink some water, take a deep breath, take a long shower, man. You have earned it. You deserve it. Okay. Bye. Sorry, yeah, I'll cut this part out.
You won't.
And, cut. Editor, cut that out.
Baby didn't say anything.
Baby didn't say anything. Alright, quiet on set, everyone. I'm filming.
Hey.
Okay. Well.
Area, at least like a plus size section. And then there are smaller thrift stores, which typically are giving money to like religious organizations.
You do say all of this in the video.
Do I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I wasn't gonna let you say it.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah. I just think your first sentence should be like, I don't know. You just start. You know how to work. You have this job.
Sometimes it feels like you don't think I do. But we do this to each other. My Tamagotchi needs a snack. Tamagotchi break, Tamagotchi break. Oh no.